Can you guess the correct play? Is it A, to pop your ult and save the team from the Rhine? B, save the ult for something a little more dangerous and hope for the best? Or C, completely give up on the fight, back up, and reset? I'll
What are these options? Why?
give you a second to decide.
If he hits us with some, like...
And the correct answer is none of them. The only proper response is to shove Zen's foot so far up that Ryan's that he never dives the back line again.
I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to come up with some fourth answer. I knew it was going to happen. I f***ing knew it. I can't wait to take on the world when Zenyatta becomes hard meta, which I think he's actually starting to slightly see more playtime. And people realize that Discord Orb needs to be changed because in a FE5 format with a single tank, the most amount of value you can get is just leaving on the tank and AFKing. If you say, well, just LOS it, no, you're playing the only tank. You must frontline. If you do not frontline, you literally will lose your team fights. Discord Orb being pumped on a tank is so unfun to play against, and basically you get a 25% debuff just for existing against a character. That is ridiculous. We haven't had this conversation yet. I had the conversation during Beta 2 when Junker Queen was meta and everyone was playing Zen versus her. And Zen was getting the 225 HP and getting the kick and all that stuff. That's going to be a fun war. I'm not taking part in the Mercy War, the Widow War. Nothing. I'm not even fighting for Ryan. Not fighting nothing. I will. When the Zen War finally comes, we will take up arms.
This is the best Sigma crosshair in Overwatch 2. With this, you can calculate exactly where to aim, no more predictions. If the enemy is going left or right, aim with the ends of the crosshairs. Because of Sigma's 20-meter range limit, this will always apply.
What?
If the enemy is going diagonally, aim with the circle sides. Again, due to the 20-meter limit, this will always work.
You're also talking about them having to walk in a straight line.
This crosshair even helps you aim your boulders. At 10 meters or less, aim with the dot. At 20 meters, aim with the circle. For moving targets, you can go back to using the sides of the crosshairs to help. At 30 meters, aim with the ends of the crosshairs. Anything after 30 meters will need you to aim even higher, but you'll rarely be engaging that far, given your 20-meter limit on your primary fire. This crosshair will help you and your team, so give it a try!
I'm actually down to give it a try. I'm actually totally down. If I could f***ing see it.
3 things every Overwatch player can agree on. Number 3, bringing back loot boxes. This would give everyone a sliver of hope that this game is going in the right direction. Number 2, more updates. Dude, this game's getting boring, man. We need more content now. Number 1, a better rank system. Keeping the one they have now but showing MR and SR would be a great change.
To be fair, a lot of this stuff got reevaluated in Season 3. So, that's why Season 3 is so hopeful. Next.
Hey, what's your Overwatch hot take?
Uh-oh.
I only got one hot take right now that's been on my mind since Overwatch 2 came out. They should have gone with the respawn path. Basically, long story short, they should have kept the loot boxes and add in the shop. Like Apex
So you want the $500 skins?
Legends have both the Apex pack and the shop. Do that for Overwatch and it's a win-win. Players get the loot boxes back and you have the shop too. So that's
Never cook again. Literally. Your cooking license is revoked.
Is Cass still considered a tracer counter? Is Cass still considered a tracer counter?
My guy just showed us a 5-second clip of him landing a pulse bomb and said, is Cass still a counter? I thought for sure I was seeing and hearing some... Please tell me in the comments, just eat this up, please. He never was because Tracer can just TP out of his bomb and away from high noon. Yes, if Cassie can bait out a recall and Cass can survive Q Tracer by a timed roll. That's actually somewhat decent. Nice clip, bro. You stuck him, obviously he would die. Dude, the amount of people that don't even know that you can roll with cast and survive a pulse bomb is, one, terrifying. And number two, that clip literally proves nothing.
Hey yo, I need to be able to see you, man.
Guys, can I get some heals?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So like, look at me, man.
Thought we had a Kiriko.
Yeah.
Yo, I was making pink.
Okay, guys.
I'm not gonna lie, I think Kiriko is just a better character.
This always happens, man. I just want to play cool Sniper Grandma and be the team drug dealer, but I always have to switch to OP Suzu Girl and play Babysitter Simulator for the rest of the match. Hey yo.
It's actually kind of decent. To be fair, the positioning for Ana is actually not that bad. You actually shouldn't really hard play up front unless everyone commits to it. To be fair, like this is kind of just a team like cluster, but also just like hard AFKing and what is the correct positioning can also just be kind of bad. So yeah, I don't know about that one. That's just weird.
Here are the top 3 hardest Overwatch achievements. Have you done them? Number 3 is the Floor is Lava achievement. You can get this achievement by getting 3 wall
If it's not this, the Zen one and the BAP one, it's an invalid list.
riding kills without dying. Completing this task will give you the Lucio Pixel Spray. Number 2 is the Waste Not, Want Not achievement. In order to complete this task, you must kill 3 enemies with Reaper shotguns without reloading. Achieving this task will give you Reaper's Pixel Spray. Number 1 is the Rapid Discord achievement. In order
How do you not have the BAP one? The BAP one literally took like, I don't have it. It took one of the best support streamers like 2.5 years to get.
to complete this task, you must use your Discord orb to get 4 kills or assists in a span of 6 seconds or less. Completing.
How do you not have the BAP one? I'm just. What's the BAP one? The BAP one is amplifying. I think it's 2200 damage with BAP window. So you have to the damage has to pass through the window. Oh, it's 2k. 2000 damage has to pass through the window and hit people. And without dying. So, yeah. It's damage or healing? True. But still 2000 going through a window without dying? That's kind of hard. That's actually pretty difficult. I'm skipping a couple of these, just so you know, mods. Just because, like, I'm wondering if, like, they're, like, self-submitted.
Here are 3 useful echo texts you didn't know. And if this video helps you out, then help me out. Duplicate through walls. If you turn the duplicate requires confirmation setting on, it will let you lock onto a copy target, and then when you confirm the ult, it will go to them even through walls. Versus without it, when you need line of sight. This lets you hide yourself to stop enemies from targeting you right as the copy animation ends, and also disguise your copy choice so you can surprise your enemies. Also, if you time your copy correctly, it can be used to completely ignore a burst of damage or an enemy cooldown. Highest and fastest flight. Since the earlier you cancel your flight after using it, the more momentum you keep, you can use the hold for flight setting for easiest use. This way you can
Hold for flight is actually superior anyways.
Press it once and it'll cancel as early as possible instead of being inconsistent. Also, make sure to jump as you use Echo's flight, as it'll give you max height in addition to max forward or backward speed this way, rather than without it, where you can only get the height, distance, or something in between. Sleeping target burst combo. Echo sticky bombs deal 5 damage each when they land onto a target.
Yeah, you want to
use them on a slept
You do this especially on Tracer.
Enemy, they'll wake up and be able to defend themselves before they take full damage. Instead, place the stickies on the floor next to your target, and then burn the enemy with primaries as they go off.
Yep, that's actually good. That's actually pretty good.
Mercy isn't LP, by the way.
Plays Kiriko.
I'm on team res. Res. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I could totally kill that. Yeah. Absolutely.
Kiriko players when they can't absolutely just destroy someone. I'm just saying, dude. Like that is unironically a skill issue. Because you alone should probably not be killing that. That Mercy was spinning, was trying to use as much movement as possible, was in Valk. I know this is last season too, so she was also getting like better healing than she does during that. But that is unironically kind of a skill issue. Okay, let's see what the comments say. There's no way you're complaining about this when you're playing Ana Kiriko. They popped 2 ults for it, and y'all capped first point. She ain't OP. She Valked and boosted by Kiriko speed. Someone obviously ain't a thinker. Oh my god. You're playing Kiriko. Kiriko made her faster. One ability we get to use every 30 seconds. No way you're calling Mercy OP. Oh my god, the Mercy Mafia came out hard.
So I know I'm not good at this game, bro. But, like, we are silver. I am silver 5. Why are we going against Master and Diamond players, bro? I am silver 5. What is this bullshit? Like...
Okay, so that is... Okay. 1, there was resets. 2, it's for a different role. 3, it could have been from open queue. 4, it could have actually been from, like, capture the flag. A lot of people were freaking out whenever they saw the top 500 masters, etc. titles. But, like, even if you got, like, 3,500 on one roll, doesn't mean you're going to be 3,500 on another roll. But silver that is a pretty big gap, so I'll give you that one at least.
Learn Ramatra in 1 minute from the rank 2 tank. Ramatra's strength as a tank is balancing pre-fight poke with insane mid-fight sustain. Without Nemesis form, you have basically no damage and basically no sustain. Base form primary fire is great for poking but terrible for getting fast kills. You should use it as spam when you or the enemy is walking to the choke. Punching deals the most damage in your kit, so try to be fast and accurate. 2 punches in a melee kill a tracer, 3 punches in a melee kill a 200 HP target. Use slow to split the enemy, or use it to block their escape. It also has the ability to pull anyone in the air to the ground. You can get creative with this. Shield has a cooldown, so you can't use it like you would Sigma's. You should use it to block small chokes like here or here on rotations. It's also great to use as an extended form of cover while in Nemesis form. Block is infinite, so don't be afraid of wasting it. Run up to a corner, pop Nemesis form, peek, do damage, and then when you're getting focused, back up and block. Look to use your ultimate when the enemy team is grouped or you want to play hard on the objective with your team. The ult can be infinite, so it's very strong in overtime scenarios.
That's been changed, obviously. It's no longer infinite anymore. I actually think Ramatra is... Like, he got... The ult change nerf actually was pretty big, but the big one was... He now builds at 9% slower, I think. I'll tell you from playing Ramatra, I actually feel it quite a bit, so... But actually good tips. Rare footage.
Every single Wrecking Ball tech, part 3. The first one is the moon road. To get across 2 high grounds, you want to hook onto a lower part of a wall on the ledge you're trying to go to, and you'll cross it silently with a moon gravity effect. Second one is the elevator bounce. Once the elevator goes up on a map like Hollywood, get under the elevator, hook onto a high ground, and then you'll instantly
that one.
fireball. The third one is the rev up. It's really useless, but basically, you want to have 2 walls. Hook onto the wall behind the front of the wall, then go in front of the first wall. Then you want to hold your S and your directional keys like A and D, and then if you do it right, you'll rev up every single Wrecking Ball tech.
I've actually never seen that last one before. What the hell was that? What the f was that? I've never seen that before. Holy shit. My guy's playing his own game.
My biggest hot take about Overwatch 2. All honesty, this take isn't too crazy. I just think some people need to hear it, is that stats don't always matter. Don't get me wrong, they're helpful to quickly see if your teammate's actually doing something or just sitting on their ass, but I don't think they're always the end-all. There's a chance you'll have a Reinhardt player who's flaming everyone else because they have the most mitigated damage, but really...
Who does that?
All they're doing is just standing on the cart with their shield and not actually trying to create space for their team and pushing up. In the same case with DPS, one DPS might have a damage,
Reinhardt slander.
Everyone else, there's a chance they've only been shooting the tank, giving the other team's DPS and supports.
True. There are some real stat patterns in Overwatch. Like, they play for stats, and then they just flex on their teammates.
Being able to do whatever
those are the worst players
they want. The same thing goes for support. Let's say you're playing Ana, you have a good amount of healing, you got a good amount of damage, but you have yet to hit a single sleep dart, and you have not purpled the enemy hog that keeps healing. Then you aren't doing that well. Again, this might not be the hottest take, but I do feel like some people pledge to the damage and healing graphs a bit too much, which is why I think this is...
Yeah, that's actually real and true. Real and true.